What is up, you fellow Fumblers? Welcome back to a very special Monday edition of the Film Fumblers podcast, the show where 3, 4, 5, who knows how many people come each time, friends fumble through your favorite films with their favorite drinks. Today we're going to be doing 1996 Independence Day directed by Roland Emmerich. So without further ado, my name is My name's James.
Oh, there you go.
Hi.
I'm Taryn.
And I'm Jay.
Nice. We didn't fumble through that one too terribly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That was good.
Mm-hmm.
This time we're missing Adrian. We're always missing somebody. These past few weeks and the weeks that are coming up are just gonna be all over the place. So bear with us.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram to know when the hell we actually do this thing, you know?
And even then, it might be a lie. But that's it wouldn't be the Film Fumblers if we didn't lie. Just a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's the 5th of July. We kind of missed this, but hey, 25th anniversary of Independence Day.
Yeah.
What did you guys think?
Well, I'll cheers to that first.
Oh, we fumbled! I fumbled!
It was good. It was good.
We're going to take a
Fumblers without taking a shot.
Yeah, real quick.
No wonder why I was feeling so stiff. Let's go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, man. Wow.
You guys ready for more of that this weekend?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to Las Vegas this weekend. It's going to be...
It always tastes better.
Yeah,
that's true. I wonder why that is.
Because we're already obliterated right away.
It's already 10 shots deep. Yeah.
So is there even a show this week?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah.
So that's another thing.
Right.
If you follow our Instagram, we're going to try to decide what a new day for the Film Fumblers should be.
Yeah.
And we don't know if we're going to let the audience choose or if we're going to choose what's best for us. But now that COVID's, I don't want to say it's over. I don't want to say that because it's not. But now that people are getting their vaccinations, they're not freaking hunkered in at home on Saturday nights like they were for the past year. And that worked for us. It worked really well. But we don't know exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
What day we're doing it.
But still doing Space Jam? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Space Jam to get hyped for the new Space Jam. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yep.
Always TBD.
Yeah.
With us.
Always to be determined. But Independence Day.
Yeah, jumping in there. So it was funny. We were talking about this. We have a little group chat, and Alonzo was like shitting all over the movie, and he was comparing it to like Cloverfield and stuff, which was interesting because in my mind going into this movie, I was also comparing it to Cloverfield because if I have ever seen this movie before, it probably was in the fucking 90s, so I don't remember it at all. And for some reason, I thought we would only see the gigantic ship and that was it. I didn't think there was any other alien stuff at all. And so when it happened and it went deep, I was kind of in. I was like, okay, this is cool. Like it was just way more than I expected to see already.
Yeah.
Which is probably gonna jade my review, but I was happy that it was that way because I wasn't really sure. I was like, how the fuck is this gonna be an interesting movie if all we see is this gigantic fucking frisbee over the world, right?
And I thought that shot of it blowing up the White House, I thought that was like the end of the movie, the climax, like crazy shit happening, and it's just like, no, that's just a thing that happens right away.
It just happens.
Yeah, dude.
So I was like, oh fuck, we're going past.
Dude, this movie's kind of nuts because fucking Will Smith doesn't show up until
For
like 40 minutes into the movie, it feels like.
Yeah.
It's a long time. Like you're just like, is he an alien? Is he like? I mean, I knew he wasn't an alien, but like, But you're right. You're right about seeing the aliens. Like when there was the plane crash and everything, and he punches the alien. Like I was like,
oh, dude,
holy shit! So I was like, this is
popped off.
I was like, this is actually happening. I was like, that's the only time they're gonna show an alien, right? Like I was like, for sure, like that's it, right? Like,
I thought so too.
but it just kept going down and it
Yeah.
goes to good places because I always have a little bit of a soft spot for a place that mentions Roswell, New Mexico.
Yep.
Anytime they try to bring back, it's kind of weird that that's still like the most famous alien place, I guess, in America. Is it ever? I don't know. It's
Outside of Area
always
51, yeah.
it's
Oh,
always
right.
mentioned.
Yeah.
Like it's just kind of
Well,
funny. Just little
it's
old
the
Roswell.
it's the entire. I mean, okay, Roswell, New Mexico. If you've ever been there, you know there ain't fucking nothing to do. So like they've just
Yeah.
absorbed that as its identity, right?
Dude,
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
McDonald's is a UFO, like all kinds of
Yeah.
crazy shit like that, which
they
makes it
embrace the
cool.
hell out of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that New Mexico shout out. I also thought the intro, like the pretty much the intro where we see the ship, is basically just a Star Wars opening, right? Like just a super long
Oh.
shot of the
Yeah.
ship coming in. That was cool.
Yeah.
Even though we all know where it came from, it was so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't want to get too deep. So you said you liked it as it went on. You're saying, Jay, kind of.
Yeah,
Maybe?
yeah. I started it and I was like, okay, Star Wars, okay, New Mexico, that's cool. Where the fuck's
Mm.
Will Smith? Don't know. Where are we
Yeah.
going with this?
Hmm.
But liked it as it went on, yeah.
What was your overall impression, James?
Kind of similar sentiments that Jay's saying. This it's I think the most obvious thing that we're all going to be talking about is the incredible pacing issues that the movie has. I think like
Okay.
there were moments where I was just like, We're not there yet," and like we still have an hour left. We still have 45 minutes left. Like there was a lot, and I was kind of thrown for a loop by Bill Pullman, I guess. Is that his name?
Who's that?
Yeah, the president.
I
Oh,
was
Spaceballs guy.
Yeah.
I guess.
I didn't know his name.
Yeah. So like I just thought he was gonna be a bad guy. I thought he
Oh.
was like the
Oh.
hide in plain sight bad guy kind of thing. Something felt off about him, like from the very moment that they introduced him. Like I thought he was like
That's
Interesting.
interesting.
I thought he was gonna do something weird, and then he just became like
So I've been
the
communicating with
coolest
the
president
aliens for
ever.
years. Or some
Yeah,
shit.
that's I don't know. Like I'm the one that set up the frequency signals to hijack, all this shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I thought for some reason my mind was like going different places, like when he was first introduced, but he just proceeded to get cooler and cooler, and just he was the badass leader
Yeah,
that
dude.
America
Yeah.
deserves. Hell yeah, brother.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah,
yeah.
dude.
When he hopped in the plane, I was like, fuck yeah, let's
Yeah.
go. That was
Okay.
sick.
Yeah.
Because
So
which
cool.
is like interesting because and actually before I get into this, Taryn, what was your overall impression?
Just say it, dude. This movie fucking rules, dude.
Damn.
So
Yeah.
badass.
Cool.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like it
I
was
mean,
funny as shit. The action was cool. Like it was hype. Like it had everything that a cheesy action movie needs, and I
yeah.
enjoyed the shit out of it.
Yeah, and-
I was fucking honestly impressed. 1996 computer graphics or whatever they
They
did.
were so
I don't.
good.
Dude.
I hope you went into it, Taryn. I want you to tell me how they did it. What did they
They
do? Was it
I
miniature
didn't look it in,
models?
but it had
Did they
to have been
blow shit up?
miniatures. They
Like
had to
it
have been
was.
miniatures. Actually, Scotty was
was
telling
sick.
me the buildings were fucking real. Like you could tell the buildings were fucking real. Like not buildings, but like miniatures actually getting blown
Yeah.
up, and it looked
Yeah.
really good. It was
They
very
were-
convincing.
Yeah.
I mean the like there was obvious green screen stuff, right?
Right.
That you could like
Mhm.
tell. But like overall, I just kept that in mind. 96. I was like, this has
Yeah.
to be like groundbreaking graphics,
That's what
right?
I'm thinking.
Because you think about like when Toy Story came out, which is like the computer movie, they couldn't even do like certain things, correctly at that point. The computers weren't powerful enough, that kind of shit. So I'm like, this has to be in that same vein, but it looks good. Like what they're doing now does look good. And I was
Yeah.
like, the practicals, right, of the aliens and shit, they look awesome. They're
So
like
good.
so good looking.
Yeah.
I didn't look who did them. Was it the dude who did the Thing? Because I got some Thing vibes from them.
I'm not sure.
Um,
Might be able to
but
find
yeah,
it right now.
I thought those were great. And I just to touch back on the, Bill Pullman jumps into the plane, right? It like contrasted with the opening, which the opening was confusing for me. Like the so like the if we could call it this, the political scenes, which is like where they're realizing there's a situation and they're trying to figure out if they should tell the address the nation or whatever, and then it's just a series of phone calls, like people picking up the phone and putting down the phone and picking up the phone, putting down the phone, and the president's assistant, who's Jeff Goldblum's ex-wife or whatever,
Yeah.
I for some reason I thought that was the first lady. And so when they were like, "It's your husband," or he says he's your husband, I was like, "Wait, what the fuck is happening here?"
I
Like, I
mean,
was just so lost.
that makes sense because they dated, right? Like, there's like an obvious tension between them that they had like a
Oh,
history
right,
or
because they
something.
fought each other. Yeah.
Because
Jeff
he said
Goldblum
like, "Oh,
Okay,
married,
you
right?
left me for him," and all this shit, but like,
okay,
nothing ever picked
yeah,
up off of it. So it makes sense that it felt that way. But yeah, I was also
yeah.
kind of confused for the
It was
beginning
kind of like
parts.
it took a while to set itself up, but then I loved the like. I think for me, when it started kicking in, was when we see Will Smith and his son is like busting in the room all early, like I'm shooting aliens and
Yeah,
shit. He's just like, okay,
Yeah.
dude,
so cool.
that was cool. And they kind of realized what the fuck is going
Yeah,
on,
it's
and
like LA, so like they're used
yeah,
to earthquakes and shit, so they're like, no
right.
biggie.
Yeah, he was like, it wasn't even four or whatever. I was like, it's not even four. No, it was it really got going for me then when he kind of joined the fray.
Yeah, once everyone
Um,
gets like set up and stuff, all the characters, like that's when you
yeah,
start getting invested, and then once they start coming together and like meeting up and stuff, it's like, oh
yeah,
shit, dude. Yeah,
you realize how it's all connected, and
yeah.
yeah, it was. I mean, and like I don't think it's like that, like a great film or whatever, but like it was fun. It was like super
So
fun,
fun, dude. Oh my
and it was
god.
Yeah.
cool. It looked cool, sounded
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, I was gonna say it's really long, but which version did you guys watch? Do you know? Whatever's on
Whichever one
HBO.
that was, yeah,
I
on
guess
Okay.
I
HBO.
watched the regular one,
Yeah, so
the
when I was
normal one.
sitting there on the screen, like on the under it, it was like extended whatever version, and I was like, what the fuck? It was only 9 minutes longer, so I was like, I'm gonna see what the like which one people think is better, and like a lot of people said the longer one was better, for like small reasons. Like it's not that big of a deal, but
Yeah.
I don't know. The stuff that was different was really weird to me, so I was like, oh, like some of that stuff was kind of made some of the
Can
characters
you uh
better.
can you fill us in on exactly what those were?
So one of the main like little plot lines that got taken out in the original, or like yeah, the original one was oh shit, what's his name? Uncle Eddie, what's his name? He was in back-to-back weeks of this guy, by the way. Brokeback Mountain.
Are
Oh
you
my,
saying his real name or the
his real
character name?
name,
Randy Quaid.
Randy Quaid. Thank you. His son that's sick or whatever. He has a son that's sick, and
The
like
young
there's
one, right?
yeah, there's all this stuff with him, like basically the relationship between the kids and him, like their dad or whatever. Like that gets fleshed out a lot more, and it makes Randy Quaid a lot more empathetic, and it makes it that much more sad and exciting when he sacrifices himself at the end.
Ah, okay. I totally forgot about that whole arc.
No, yeah,
Dude,
that's
yeah.
only in the extended one. Is like they show a lot of that. Is like this
Okay.
kid is like, I don't know. He gets all upset. I don't want to take my medicine. Fucking breaks it on the floor, so he's getting all sick throughout the drive to the Area 51 or whatever. And then when they get there, Randy Quaid is like freaking out, like, "Oh, my son is sick. You guys need to help him." To all these scientists, who's like, puts one up against the
Yeah.
wall. He's like, "Help my son!" Blah blah blah, and then they do. So it's
Wow.
like I don't know.
That's
It makes
interesting
him
Ah.
because
more. Yeah, go ahead.
in the regular version, they do leave in the part where he's sick on the drive,
Yeah,
but that's it. Like, there's
yeah,
nothing
that's
else
weird.
really.
Yeah, there's like a
So
whole.
it just seems seemingly random.
I didn't
Yeah,
even catch it. Yeah.
there's some like other
Yeah.
stuff. There's a really awkward joke that got taken out of the original. Like the girl, his daughter or whatever, she's making out with some dude at the beginning of the movie, and he's like, It's like, well, if the world's gonna end, you don't want to die a virgin, do you? And it's like this weird thing. But then the dad comes and like takes her. It's like, no, we gotta go. But then at the end of the movie, it
Oh.
comes back. What is that in it? Am I wrong?
That was in the regular one.
That first
first-
part? Okay, the
That
second part.
The first part.
There's some blonde kid with curly hair. I don't know how they know each other. Maybe it's like an RV community. But she says that to him, basically,
Yeah.
and he's just like, he handles it very well. He's like, well, if we die, we'll both be virgins or something, and they just hug, and that's it. I was like, okay, cool. That wasn't creepy. That was like the maybe good way to answer that weird statement.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. There's just some weird stuff like that, but there's a lot of little
Yeah.
things I got taken out that I thought were cool.
That's interesting. There was a lot of nostalgia for me that kicked in with when Hacker Man Goldblum is in the car and he's like putting those mini CDs into his laptop. Do you remember those?
Yeah.
The little mini
Little
CD.
GameCube disc looking ass thing.
Yeah. I was like, holy shit, dude! I haven't seen one of those in forever. But his character kind of just felt like the same character he plays in Jurassic Park, so it was like
That's
really
just
hard
Jeff
to-
Goldblum.
Yeah, right. But like even more so, I guess it just
Okay.
felt so similar.
Because he was a
But I still
sciencey
liked
guy
it.
in Jurassic Park too, right?
Yeah. But
Dude,
I did like the constant kind of chasing of his ex-wife and stuff, or
Yeah.
caring for, but at the same time chasing.
His dad's just like
dude,
roasting his ass.
dude,
He's
His
like,
dad
it's
was the
awesome.
MVP of the whole fucking movie, honestly.
Yeah, he was a great character.
But there's a couple of maybe one. There was one or a couple of scenes that got taken out of some interactions with him and his dad, and I love it, dude. Those are like my favorite scenes. He was the best.
Yeah,
yeah.
that was awesome. I thought that I watched 1917 this week. Dang, I'm just getting like progressively darker in the my face is visible.
Sun's going down.
I had the window open, but it's not working. Anyways, I was watching 1917, and we were kind of talking about how many extras are in that movie and like how crazy it is that they all like coordinate and stuff. And then I saw the scene in this one where New York gets like overwhelmed and starts panicking, and that was nothing. 1917 was nothing compared to the amount of extras that they made it look like. Really, New York is getting overwhelmed,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
was sick. It was
Dude,
like
yeah.
really cool.
Even when they get to Area 51, all the RVs and all the people trying to get them into the
Yeah.
place, like I was like, holy fuck, it's a lot of people, and they're
Dude,
doing
that
good.
was a
getting-
fat
looking
squad.
freaked out. Yeah.
Just rolling hard. It was
Through
awesome.
the desert.
It also, dude, it probably looks exactly like fucking July 4th with all the people going to camp and shit, just driving their RVs.
Formation, just
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Squadron.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna mention this, that we've seen like tons of movies, and the only thing that you have to do is just not live in a major metropolitan area. Like Godzilla fucking destroys Hong Kong or whatever. Just don't live in a city, dude. I think we're fine in Albuquerque. I don't think the aliens are coming for us.
hey,
man,
they might go
Roswell,
back.
dude.
Yeah, they might come back for
No.
their shit.
For Roswell?
come back.
Shit. Well, that's Roswell. That's kind of far away from us, but I
Close
think
enough.
we're
dude.
okay over here.
I thought that too. I
No,
was like,
I-
how the fuck did they know all these capitals and shit? I think they kind of one-liner threw it away, but it was interesting.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that was confusing too when they're killing all the buildings and shit and exploding everything. For some reason, I don't know if I missed something, but I thought it was like one laser beam hit the White House and California like in
Oh.
one swoop.
No.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, later in the movie, he's like, looking at the whatever time it takes to destroy a city, they'll level the world in like 48 hours or whatever. And I was like, they just one shot the whole U.S. Like, how is it gonna take 48?
Yeah.
But I guess
Cool
it's
down
not-
Well, they have. Yeah, it's
Cool
that.
down.
Yeah. It's that cool down, movie cool down. But like they add those. What are they called? Not a MacGuffin. What do they call that? I don't know. It's just something that they put in place to make the plot like seem
Move
longer.
along.
Like, he even had like the little time clock. Like he was like, "Oh, we gotta race the clock." Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
But going back
Um,
to what you said about like all the New York City shit. Like the one thing that like really, I don't know. I think this movie was like really good in a sense that it felt sort of accurate, like how the world would respond to
Yeah,
like something fucked up
Oh
they kind of
yeah,
band
like, you
together
know?
a little. I love that
Yeah,
shit.
totally.
Love it.
But
yeah,
also, like, when everybody's packing up their cars and leaving, I'm like, where the fuck you gonna go, dude? Like, the spaceship is
yeah,
as big as Earth or close to it.
yeah,
Like, where are you driving to that's
yeah,
gonna get you to
Driving to
safety?
Albuquerque,
yeah,
baby. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, yeah. Shit, come on down. Stay for the
Yeah,
green
Um,
I was like,
chilies.
how is the road so fucked? If this was happening, no one would follow no fucking traffic laws, bro. Just get the hell out, you know? I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Oh
The
my
one thing that I
gosh.
did want to bring up, because this is very important to the Fumbliverse,
Mm.
we've got what is perhaps the first case of a dog who escapes with its life in the explosion scene,
Oh,
dude.
Boomer.
And
okay,
makes it.
boomer. Boomer, dude.
Literally, boom, and he escapes it. That was a
Dude.
cool scene. And it was green screened as fuck, and it looked
Well,
pretty
yeah,
bad,
it's a dog. It's okay.
but I
It was
liked it.
cool.
Dude,
It was
And
Scotty
cool.
trolled me, dude. He was like, "Don't watch this." And I was like, "No, they really fucking kill it,
oh
dude. Are you serious?"
no.
And they did, and I was so hyped, dude. It was so
Okay,
hyped.
so wait, what's the other dog that we seen escape with his life?
Oh, I don't know. I said might be the first one.
Oh, right. Dogs die
Oh,
all the time, and it's very
dogs,
sad.
yeah,
Dogs die all the time, yeah.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ, yeah.
Also,
In every
nobody
movie
else
we
just
see.
thought, like, let's duck in this tunnel and not die to an explosion. I don't know. That's a
She
nitpick,
fucking
but
broke that shit. I don't know. Maybe she could have been
oh,
like, "Come in
true.
here." I would have been like, "Come on, hurry."
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Chaotic.
and let's talk about her. What's the character name? I don't want to fuck this up. Um,
Jasmine.
Will Smith's
Jasmine, yeah.
fiance,
Jasmine.
Jasmine. Yeah. So I loved the like taboo whatever relationship between them because she's a stripper, right?
Mhm.
And they like don't shy away from it. They don't hide it,
She's not
and
ashamed
it's
of it, right?
even she's not ashamed of it, and it's like
It's not
it's
his kid
it
either, right?
not his kid too, which is
Ooh, I didn't
cool.
notice that.
And it's brought up like a few times, right? Like not only when she's interacting with the first lady after she just like saved her ass and shit, but also when Will Smith is
I'm a
applying to
stripper,
get to
by the way.
NASA. Yeah, he's applying to NASA and he's like trying to move up in the Marines or whatever. And that dude is like, it may not be a good look to marry a stripper or whatever he says, right?
Yeah.
But like that whole kind of I mean, there could be a whole movie about that dynamic, where it's like this guy who's like trying to be like a well-respected, high-ranking military officer marrying a stripper. Like that's pretty interesting.
That is
And they
interesting,
just
yeah.
kind of like toss that in to this fucking movie like randomly. But it
Yeah,
was
I
cool.
know.
I
I
liked
don't.
it.
And see, I don't know if I did like it. Like there was like a lot of like stuff like that. I don't know. Like, well, I mean, you told us about the drunken pilot, like that whole arc. Like there was like all these like random like people coming in together all to
Yeah.
save the world in America. And it felt kind of weird, but I
Dude,
guess you
that's
like mentioning it like what else what else would there be to talk about? Like that's the thing is
yeah.
like there can only be so much in one of these, what do they call these, world disaster movies? What
Right.
do they call
Right.
them?
It's
Like
literally Blockbuster 101, dude. Like
yeah.
here's all the people. Now they're gonna
Yeah.
work together to save the world. Like
Yeah.
and this was a blockbuster, right?
Dude, oh my
Yeah.
god. You're making me think of how the Godzilla movies do the same thing, but like don't do it right. Like this movie isn't about the monsters and shit. Like it's about the people, right?
For people,
That's
yeah.
interesting. And the Godzilla movies are like, you just want to see the monster because that's what it's hyped up to be. So you're
Yeah.
disappointed when it's about the people, but this movie, it's like the people are everything, right?
I
Interesting.
mean, it's
Yeah.
just different, right? Like
Yeah.
Godzilla is more of like he's more personified. Same thing with King Kong,
Right.
into being like a likable character, whereas like these things are literally aliens.
Yeah, for
and
the
that,
first like 2 hours, it's like faceless enemies, right?
yeah, exactly. And then when you see them, you're just like, holy shit! Like, what the fuck is that? How are you gonna connect with that? No, you
Right.
can't. You can't.
And then like
But-
it's interesting. They're like, oh, maybe they're nice, maybe they're not nice, and then they're like they send up that battalion of planes to go like
Oh yeah,
Oh,
say
the
what's
little
up to it,
lights.
and they just get straight fucked.
Poor guys.
dude,
Yeah.
literally fucking StarCraft carrier, dude. With the little
Yeah.
things that come out. That's
Little
what it was.
beans.
Yeah, it was cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, I think that's like, I don't know, one of the things I really liked about this movie is the characters were so good and so fleshed out. Like, I like that they had all these complicated backstories about like the wife or Jasmine being a stripper or whatever. Like, it seems like pointless, but it just makes you care more about the character because you know more about them. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and I liked the direct like just juxtaposition with she is the one who saved and took care of the first lady
Yeah.
Yeah.
and doesn't mention it, right? She knows who she is but doesn't say anything until way later when she meets her son and she's like, "Oh, say hi to the first lady." And she's like, "Oh, I wasn't sure if you recognized me." And she's just like, "Well, I voted for the other guy." Like, doesn't give
Yeah.
a fuck, you know?
Oh,
That
got
was a
That's
him.
sick
funny.
nerve.
Yeah.
But it was cool, like it, and which goes back to like, you know, Independence Day. It's like America is like united and we help each other even though we don't agree with each other and all that shit, right? So it plays into all of that shit pretty well, I would say. But like that, the fact that it's like called Independence Day and just happens to happen on July 4th, like almost has nothing to do with anything outside of like
Dude,
being able
they got their independence
capitalize
from
on
the
that.
aliens, right? I don't know. The world did.
I guess.
I don't know. I liked it. I like that they turned it. It wasn't some fucking America propaganda bullshit. It was like
It was though.
no, because they were like the world came together for this, and this is even the
But who
president's
was the-
speech. The president's
But
speech.
who?
He's
It
like,
wasn't even the
this is-
world, dude. It's just America.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, we
but
saw America,
America-
but the whole world was. They were telling the world, we were communicating, we were helping. You know, I
But
don't
who?
know.
Yeah.
Why couldn't it have been another? I know it's based in America, but America comes to save the day again. It's like that typical America propaganda bullshit that America always has to do the
I
cleanup
guess.
duty, and they're
That's-
the first. They're the first to figure it out. They're the first to do everything, and we just let everybody
America
else
has Jeff
ride
Goldblum, dude.
Ride our coattails.
Yeah, he wrote the virus.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but
But
regardless, yeah, one of the best speeches.
It's
I've
so
heard.
good, dude. Oh my
Ever.
god.
Yeah.
What a good character. I
Dude.
love that guy.
You talking about Bill Pullman,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the president? Yeah, we should play the fuck. So okay, 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
They teamed up with Budweiser, of course, America's beer, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
For what?
to do another speech. They did a video with another speech with Bill Pullman today, as he is now,
Oh,
older, to talk to America, and he was actually pretty good. Like
oh
Yeah.
shit.
I don't
Yeah.
care for Budweiser beer or any of that shit, but like it was actually not bad. It was a good speech. Bill Pullman did a great job. I thought he was dead. I'm sorry, Bill, but like it was good. And
Oh shit. We'll have to watch that after.
Yeah, we should-
And it
we'll
fit
link it. We'll link it in the
It fit
description.
well with like COVID in the back of your mind. Like it was like
exactly.
yeah, it has.
It
that,
had the same
had that
feeling of
feel.
like the world just went through a catastrophe, just like in the movie.
Oh my
and,
God.
like,
Yeah.
it
yeah.
just worked.
It was good.
You know?
That's
And we will not go
smart.
silently.
Yeah, and it-
yeah, it's sick.
In that, and it's a short video. It's like 2 minutes, 3 minutes long.
Yeah.
In that moment, you're just like, I kind of wish Bill Pullman was the president now. Like, you know, it's the way he handles it. But
That's
it was
funny.
cool.
Dude,
And what is he even in besides this? Like I've
Spaceballs
nev-
is
I
the
nev-
only thing I know.
Yeah.
He plays the Han Solo counterpart in Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's his name in that?
No idea.
I was like, I don't know. I really
Lone Star.
was. Maybe I'm just easily impressed, but I was like, this guy's not everywhere. He's not like a household name after that crazy ass performance.
He was a big name
He's in Lost
back in
Highway?
the day,
Sheesh.
like in the 80s and stuff. Because he's
Yeah.
pushing 70 right now. He's pretty old. But I would say back in the day, he had to be relatively big, right?
Oh wow, he's in the David Lynch Lost Highway movie apparently, according to Alonzo. Yeah, that's cool. I never seen him in anything serious, so I'm interested.
Yeah. I mean, he did I'm looking at his filmography. He did quite a lot of stuff, so It just
Yeah.
kind of seems like he didn't say no. Like he was in Casper, and he did like 3
Casper.
movies a year for
Oh,
like
wow.
every year
Nice.
Yeah.
until the 2000s.
Get that
Huh.
check, brother.
Good for
Yeah,
him.
hell yeah. But no, I think he's good. I've only seen him in a few things, but I like him in everything I've seen him in. And then his son, right? His son's in a bunch of stuff.
Hmm.
I think his son is Fumblers.
Pullman. Who is it?
Lewis Pullman. He's the dude in fucking El Royale. He's the sniper, the young kid.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Miles Miller. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in Top Gun Maverick. Yeah, that's the only other one I've heard of. That's cool.
Bad
Yeah.
times at the El Royale.
Dude, what a good cast. What? You got something to say about this movie, James?
I was gonna say, is that controversial? No, I was just every time I think of one of our older episodes, I just wonder if they're controversial today. Because we've
honestly,
grown.
Today is like a year or two ago. I'm
No,
just kidding.
it's years ago, dude, which feels weird. Because when I was thinking about this movie, I was like, well, should we stream it? What if we just did like the old days and just recorded it and just didn't stream it and just took all that away? And I was like, I don't know, that feels weird too. But like, remember when we did that? That was like the first year of the show. Was
Those
just
were the
us
unhinged
recording it.
days where we would pause to take
Unhinged.
shots
Oh,
halfway
come on,
through.
dude. I can't believe that, honestly.
Yeah, no way.
Looking back,
No way.
All right, we'll be right back in 5 minutes.
I could pour up.
How we doing, guys? Feeling good so far?
We're gonna do a little red, white, and blue
Oh, layers, dude.
layering. Okay, so you do on the bottom it's hypnotic, in the middle is what is it? It's Malibu, and then on top you do some kind of cherry vodka. There you go.
There you
got
go.
it.
Gross.
Fumbled, not stirred. Trademark.
Coming soon, hopefully.
Coming soon. Is it?
Yeah, I think we've got a final cut ready. That's a separate announcement.
Stay tuned.
Back
just-
to the movie.
Dude, this...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, go for it if you have something.
I was
to
going to say the cast, dude. Jeff Goldblum plays himself always, but it's never not good. Personally, I've never disliked his appearance in anything. He's a gem of a human being.
The only thing
he rubs me the wrong way for some reason. I don't know. He's just
Really?
Just accept the feelings. It turns you on a little bit. It's fine. Everybody feels that way, James.
I think he's supposed to, yeah.
He's just a weird. I don't even know if he's weird. Is
he's
it
just
trying
so
to-
realistic. The way
Is
he's...
it trying too hard to be weird? It's like
No,
what
it's
is it
just-
that
that's
makes me
just him.
feel
I
weird
think
about
he's just
him?
weird.
Like, the way he stutters
real
and stuff
life.
when he talks, like, it just feels so real. Especially in this movie, he felt like a real person that is just talking. Like, it didn't feel like an actor in a weird way. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which is like, I think that's a good quality of an actor, you know?
Yeah.
Like
He's
you
like,
want them to kind of feel that way. But
Samuel
I would say that there's
Jackson levels of playing himself.
there's a
in
fine
every
line
movie.
between like pigeonholing yourself into a certain role versus like playing yourself
Yeah.
in a movie, you know?
Yeah.
Because even in Thor, I was like, you get the same vibes, but he looks like physically different enough to
Yeah.
where you're like, okay,
Yeah.
but it's him, you know?
Right. And
Yeah.
all his scenes with Will Smith were fucking gold. I loved every part. The way they would
Oh,
riff off
dude.
each other, like, what was it? Like the oops thing at the end with the flying the ship and stuff. That shit was so good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Loved that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I loved when they're in the ship, in the big ship, the
Oh,
main
and
ship,
the
and they're
cigars and
close the
stuff.
windows and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
dude.
sick. And then when they land back, like they still have the cigars all smoking them. I was like, fuck yeah. That's why I was like, in Vegas, we gotta hit up some cigars because I saw those
Yeah.
scenes and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, dude. I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. The cast was really good. Everyone played their part very well. Even Boomer.
yeah. Some really good one-liners out of Will Smith when he's when he socks the alien in the face and he's just like, "Welcome to Earth, bitch," you know.
Dude, there was so many lines where I just wanted him to say
Didn't
bitch
say
after
that,
it.
though.
Dude, I know.
What
That's
was
why I
it?
added
When
it.
the president says you're fired to that one guy, just you're fired, bitch. I was like, I just want him to
Yeah.
say it, dude. It was so good.
Dude,
Uh,
a good bitch after something is just it's
But yeah,
unbeatable, isn't it?
the Welcome to Earth
Oh,
one
yeah.
was the most. I wanted someone to say bitch ever.
That was great. The other one was when he's dragging, because he puts him in the parachute
Yeah.
and he's dragging him across the desert or whatever, and he's just like, "I could have been at a barbecue." That was good.
Yeah, this movie was so funny, dude. I was laughing a lot. I was,
Yeah.
I don't know, I was surprised that it was that funny, dude.
Yeah.
Like some of the
Um,
characters, the fucking dude. Oh my god, this was another thing that was cut out. Was the Jeff Goldblum's coworker at the beginning of the movie, the really raspy Jewish guy.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
There was
His
more
voice.
scenes with him, and it was just so good. I don't know why. It was just so funny. There was a couple like him and Will Smith's dude that was in his regiment. What do you want to call that? Squadron? I don't know the terms for
Yeah.
this stuff. That guy
Yeah.
was hilarious, and like I was
Oh,
so
when he
sad when
proposed to
both
him?
of them died. Yeah, that shit was so
Jimmy.
good.
His name was Jimmy.
There you go, Jimmy.
Yeah. When he died, I was like, "Holy shit, dude!"
Those were
Like,
good
I actually
characters.
was like, "Yeah, I liked that."
Yeah.
Yeah. But honestly, the guy with the raspy voice, which I don't know
I have no
what his
idea.
character name was. He was kind of bugging me, just like I don't know, something about the voice or something, and then he died, and I was just like, all right, you know, I was like, cool,
Yeah,
okay, he's gone. But
Feels bad, dude.
I feel like I've seen him in other stuff, and I couldn't really put a this is what is he's Harvey Fierstein. His character name is Marty Gilbert. But yeah, he apparently was in Mulan.
Oh wow, what?
Yeah. I I I don't know. I thought that for some reason his voice was like harsh to me.
It was so much.
At first, yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was
And then
endearing the way he would call his mom and stuff. I don't know. I liked it.
Yeah.
But then in juxtaposition of like the president's voice, which was also kind of crazy and didn't like
That-
fit his face.
His voice is
Like, it
very
almost
80s
didn't-
cheesy fucking.
It
action
almost
movie.
didn't like fit his face. Like it was kind of weird. Like I was
Yeah.
like, huh. There's like a whole gamut of voices. You got the raspy dude, and then you have the president, and then you have
Goldblum's awkward ass.
Goldblum's weird thing, and then just the cool, collected, down to do whatever Will Smith,
Yeah,
which was so fucking crazy. Like how down he was to just die for America. Like he was just like that was funny. Like how when they did like the little briefing, like they were like, "Is anybody like scared?" Or what they had a conversation. Like,
oh,
if
he's
you
like,
were
you
scared.
nervous? He's all, no. You? He's like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's just another day. And could you
Yeah.
imagine? But like they gotta be shitted, right? Like there's a big ass crazy thing. Like I don't know. Right?
Of course.
I don't know.
They gotta be shit.
I feel like once you're in that kind of stuff, you're just all in, bro. You're willing to die for it,
Yeah.
which might be
Yeah.
bad, but whatever. It's a different conversation.
Yeah.
But no, real quick, back to the raspy guy and Jimmy. Jimmy? They both felt like, I don't know, like is this like 2021 voice talking? They both felt like queer-coded characters that didn't get attention for that, which was cool. Like everyone around them was just like cool with them and like liked them and stuff. Is that too far-fetched?
I don't know. I got vibes from the raspy voice, dude. Yeah.
For sure. I think Jimmy too, a little
Yeah.
bit.
I
don't
didn't
know.
get it as much from Jimmy as I did the raspy voice, but I appreciated the like stuff that Jimmy did and wasn't like ashamed to do being in that environment, right? But yeah, I kind of got that. I think it was interesting and like I don't know. Yeah, I guess like you guys are saying it's a 90s movie that had 80s movie vibes. So like, it's understandable that we would get a little bit of that, but it wouldn't be like explored, you know. But like, that's kind of the whole movie is like, you have these '80s action vibes with like, hey, we have this new technology of like computer graphics and stuff, and it worked. I think it worked pretty well. I mean, like I said before, it's not like the greatest movie in the world, but like it's super fun and it's surprisingly like in depth with where the lengths they go to show you all of the things like the aliens and the fucking ship when they fly into the ship and
Yeah.
the underground secret base and all the aliens
Area
in the tubes.
51.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that shit looks so cool.
Yeah.
And
Like
I just
I
feel like we
didn't
don't get that as much anymore because all that shit was real. Like they had to build those things and like
Yeah.
put the aliens in the tubes. And now we're just like, oh, we can fucking simulate anything. And
Yeah.
it's all CG.
But do you think that it would have gave a little bit more to just like the like looming threat of it? Like this movie definitely like showed you almost everything. It was 2 hours, 30 minutes long. It showed you it had an explanation almost for everything, right? Was it
Yeah.
too much? I mean, I enjoyed seeing it, but could they have not done it? And would it have added a little bit to just, I don't know, the suspense of the unknown?
What do you mean by show you everything?
Like with the
Like
aliens?
like with the aliens, like they go take you to Area
Um,
51, they take you into the thing.
yeah,
Like you know how you thought this was gonna be kind of like a not found footage,
like a
but like
Cloverfield thing.
where
Yeah,
you don't even see the monster at the end and
right.
America wins and everything's all good. Like
Is it too
would
much?
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
so.
so. I think
it's just not what
for
they were
me,
going for, right?
yeah, but for me, the too much is the fact that they made a second one. Like that's too much, you know?
Yeah,
Okay.
we get.
And I've never seen it.
I mean, I haven't seen it
I
either.
haven't seen it either.
I'm very curious about it because I'm like, how does the world recover from this? Like, what happens to the world after this? Like, is how much of it is fucked up, like beyond repair, and
NWO.
how much of it is like the countries actually came together after that? You know what I mean? Like, they're fucking probably terrified of
Yeah.
more aliens out there. Like, that's
Yeah.
what I love about Mass Effect so much is like the backstory is basically that like aliens. They find aliens, the whole world freaks out, comes together, and it's like one planet. It's like,
Yeah.
does that
Right.
happen? I'm like, that's what I'm curious about, but I don't want to watch it because I heard it was very bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Um,
funny.
Here's a question for you guys. You think there's aliens? You think there's aliens
Oh.
out there?
Of course, there's no fucking way we're the only dumbasses alive in this universe. No way, no fucking way.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I've had third encounters of the third, second, fourth kind. Before. Couple
Did they do
probings,
sexual things on you or
couple.
whatever they give that guy shit for?
Yeah, something like that. Uh, oh, yo, going back to what Taryn said about how did you word it? I don't know, the raspy voice guy kind of sort of being
Queer coded.
queer coded. So did you guys know that Will Smith was almost not going to be in the movie because the producers and the studio didn't think a black man would appeal to international markets?
Yeah, I sent you that article.
Wow.
Oh, did you?
I'm just kidding.
You know
I mean,
what's
it did,
funny
but
is that
Uh,
they
it
were
was on
worried.
Reddit. I'm pretty
that's where
sure
I
it was like
saw
at
it.
the
Yeah.
top. Yeah, it was like on the top.
That's crazy.
It's
Yeah,
funny.
their defense was really good. It's like it's not about a black guy. It's about aliens. Everybody loves
Yeah.
aliens or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
they said, right?
They were like,
Dude.
don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine. And they were fucking right, which is insane. I mean, not insane, which is like sort of a sigh of relief.
It's like they
even
already
though-
had Jeff Goldblum casted. I don't know what the fuck ethnicity he is at all. Actually, I never thought about that. Wow, but like he was
And
already
because-
there.
I think he's Jewish, probably.
But he's like darker than most other people in the movie. Like he's obviously not like a white guy. It's like I don't know
Yeah.
what the problem was. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, you still have these problems today, like when when Star Wars was released in China, they
Justice for John Boyega.
they took John Boyega, Finn's character, off the posters, or they put him like
Yeah.
in this little minuscule like corner of the poster because
Yeah,
that's
It's
being in
interesting
China.
that their biggest concern of appealing to international audiences was the fact that they casted a black guy.
like one of
when the
3
fucking
protagonists.
movie is about Independence Day in a fucking America. Like, what the fuck, dude?
That's true.
Why would any other country even care about this to begin with?
That's
Independence.
so
Yeah,
true.
yeah. America's Independence Day. Yeah, but I
It's
mean,
like-
eventually it's revealed it's not all
Yeah,
that.
no, I get it. Well, if you're like, okay, the name of the movie is Independence Day, and it's framed around the time of Independence
Yeah.
Day, but there's a black guy.
Will
so, like,
Chinese
I don't know
people
if
like
any
it?
other country is gonna like it. It's like, what? How did you get that far?
How did I not think of that?
The
That's
breaks.
hilarious.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, racists they'll try to do all the mental gymnastics they have to do to,
Yeah.
to
Oh, boy.
justify their thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But like, I don't know. I guess hindsight's 2020. Like when you, I don't know. They were worried that he was unproven and all this kind of stuff. But like, I don't know. I guess
How early was
back
it?
then?
I
Back
don't
then,
know.
it felt obvious that he was like, his trajectory was huge. It felt like it. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like
But it's
because
kind of weird.
fucking Fresh Prince was it was happening, right? It had happened. It
feel like it's
was
later.
filming
Late into-
currently.
What years was it? I don't know. I thought it was later.
I'm looking
90s.
now. Like, there's no way that he was just like pulled off the street and put
Right.
in this movie.
He
You
was in
know,
something
Yeah.
at least.
they had done Bad Boys before this.
Yeah, it ended
Oh.
in 1996. They had already did
6
Bad Boys.
Degrees of
They ended in
Separation. Yeah,
96?
Bad Boys was the year
Oh,
before,
he was already big, right?
and then they did Men in Black right after.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, dude! I was thinking about that watching this. I was like, why is Will Smith in all these freaky ass sci-fi movies? He's in a lot.
Yeah, Wild Wild West a couple years later.
I Am Legend.
Oh,
I
yeah.
Robot.
I Robot. Wow.
Gemini Man. I don't know what that is. The one with his kid after Earth. Jesus Christ.
Gemini
Hancock.
Man's the one where it's him,
Yeah.
him cloned but younger.
Uh huh.
Is it Hancock like it's like a superhero one?
Superhero,
Oh
but he's
shit.
like kind of like he's not your average superhero kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He takes a lot of cool roles.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff. And even in this movie, he had already been in a lot of stuff. It's weird that they wouldn't
Think he's
like
proven.
believe in him.
Yeah.
You know?
Unfounded for sure.
And
Wow.
now he's arguably one of the biggest, you know,
He was
celebrities.
top paid for a while there, and now the Dwayne the Rock Johnson is just
Dude,
raking
another
Taking his
non-white guy. What the hell are they thinking, bro? They don't know shit.
I feel like you can't not love Dwayne the Rock Johnson, dude.
Oh yeah, rewatching
Yeah.
or not rewatching. First time watching all the Fast and the Furious movies. Love him. Love that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More dumb
I liked
fun.
him in Moana, dude. I was
Yeah.
I was like happily
I
surprised by
forget.
him.
I forget he's in that.
By that whole movie even. Like I watched it just like, yeah, okay, whatever, fuck it, I'll watch it. And I actually really like it.
But yeah, speaking of the actors making a lot of money, this movie made so much fucking money. It was the second highest grossing movie of all time when it came out, behind Jurassic Park.
With
Coincidence?
Jeff Goldblum.
Goldblum.
Crazy.
Dude, $75 million budget is kind of nuts.
That's insane.
That's a lot
kind
of
of
money.
nuts.
And it looks very good for that. Wow.
Yeah. I think so. I'm sorry, Alonzo. You're just not gonna get that much hate out of us from this.
Yeah, none out of my
You
mouth.
need to come into the chat and give us direct specifics so we can rebuttal
you-
them.
Hop in here, don't turn your camera on, so it'll fuck up the whole stream. But like, tell us what the fuck. 5 out of 10, you told us last week.
Oh, you want
No way in hell.
You
He
want to
could.
hop in?
I
on the-
honestly
on
thought
the-
James would have had some.
Dude,
Some
James
hate
was
for this.
hating. Like the other day when we were hanging out, you're like, "Ah, fucking dumbass movie," and then you're like,
I
even
thought I
you were
smelled a little
humoring
hate.
Alonso in chat. You're like, "Oh, no one made you watch this shit or something." I was like, "Oh no."
He was just like he was like, I gotta watch this movie now so I can hate on it more. And I was like, don't do that. I was like, it's long. It's really long.
It's so long.
I'm like, it's not that. The thing is that it's not that great. It's not that bad. I'm like middle of
Yeah,
the
I feel
road
that.
kind of guy right here. Like I'm not hating on it, but I'm not gushing over it. I'll gush over the practical effects or the mixed media that they're doing there. I'm not
Yeah.
sold. I'm not really sold on all these like little
How many times did you say
side
let's fucking go?
stories.
If it wasn't less than 3, you're lying.
Only once. Only once when the president. Only once when the president got in the
speech?
fucking
Oh,
the
yeah.
jet. In the
That was one of
jet.
mine. That was one of mine.
The speech was like chills. It was like, oh shit, it's popping off. And then when he got in the jet, I was like, oh, okay, let's do it, baby. Let's do
he's
it.
here.
Alonso's here.
Want me to hop in on this?
You have
What
the
up, bro?
floor. Go ahead.
What up? Okay. Dude, again, I was around. I was conscious and alive when this fucking movie came out.
Oh, yeah, we were like 3 or 4 years old.
We're
Jesus
we're
Christ.
We're little
Again,
sperms in our dad's nutsack.
Exactly. I don't know where. I don't know where you guys were up to, but yeah. Okay.
Bunch of
Again,
Barney.
I said this shit last week. I remember seeing the trailer to this movie in another movie. Okay.
Okay.
And the trailer to this movie was bad as shit. It was the coolest shit ever, right? It was a fucking spaceship flies over the White House, and then the laser beam and the White House explodes, and then it just says Independence Day. Like it was the coolest shit ever. Okay, and
That's cool though.
everyone was it was really cool. That trailer was awesome, and everyone was I remember everyone was so hyped to go see this movie. Like it was just. Everyone was like waiting for, like for July the 4th. It came out on Independence Day.
Yeah.
So
That's so
we go to the movie theater. I went with my buddy Ryan. Like we start watching this shit, and like, it is the cheesiest fucking shit. Like I just can't. Like it was
Dude,
so
it's
disappointing,
not
dude.
that cheesy, in my opinion.
It's not
The
that far
line-
removed from the cheese of the '80s, which has some good
But-
cheese. There's some Havarti, there's some provolone, he's got some good cheese in there. There's a couple of good
Gouda.
pieces of cheese.
But dude, here's the difference. This movie played it like straight. It played it straight.
No,
Like,
dude, it
all
was
the
so
cheesy
funny.
lines-
I don't know.
All the cheesy lines, it played it straight. Where like in the '80s, like okay, you guys remember RoboCop?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That shit was like just as cheesy, but it never ever like tried to make some sort of patriotic statement or whatever. It was just taking the piss out of itself, man. Like you don't understand. It played it.
That
so
was a
straight, man.
satire more than this was
Yeah.
for sure.
This is not a satire.
Yeah.
This was Randy Quaid saying that some of the cheesiest fucking lame ass lines like in the history of cinema.
Oh my
Right?
God, he's going in. He's going in.
Dude, it's just look, man. I rewatched this movie. You know why I rewatched this movie? It's because of Taryn. Taryn was like, dude, this movie's really cool. Okay, whatever. I was like, you know what? Okay, it's been 20 whatever fucking years, right? 25
Yeah.
years. All right, maybe I'm just remembering it wrong. I've seen a lot of movies in between. All right, I'll give this shit a chance. I went in giving it a chance. I was waiting. I was waiting and I was hopeful. Okay? And I came out of that shit. I came out of that shit with a lower fucking rating, dude.
What?
Oh no.
That's crazy to me, dude.
With
Like-
a lower rating, and I was pissed off. I watched the extended version. It was like
Oh no.
hours of my fucking life I don't get to have back.
I told you not to do it. If you already had this bad mental attitude to go into this.
No, dude, I was open. I was open. My heart was open.
Dude,
I don't
it's
know.
open, and now it's closed.
just a-
okay,
Now
so
it's closed. Now it's
I-
dead and closed.
It's a fun
I-
80s action movie to me, and that's what I love it. It's just
but it's
fun.
90s.
I know, but like
It's
the same vibes as like a fucking
Has-
Running
also-
Man or
it's
Big
also-
Trouble in Little China or something.
It's also not nearly as like violent and bloody. Like it's like the PG. It's the fucking PG version of those things, and it
That's
plays it
true.
straight. And
Dude.
it's not a satire. It was so just and also by the way, the CGI of the movie, like it has not aged well. I mean, there's some bullshit in there that looks like trash. I mean,
I don't know.
The-
I
I
thought
didn't
some
see
of
it.
it was passable.
most
Some
of
of
it
it.
was.
Some of it was clearly, yeah, like the dog
Miniatures and
scene
stuff.
was bad, and
96.
But 96, yeah, that's what I just kept telling myself.
96.
No,
My sister was
look,
like 2 months old. Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm not gonna get mad. Like I'm not getting mad at like ultimately I'm not getting mad at the CGI. It's so cliche. Like the story is so every fucking action movie cliche.
Yeah.
I
Every
just I
sci-fi
don't know.
movie ever. Is
Dude.
that how it feels? And I could see that that's like when you have like other great sci-fi movies that define the genre 10, 15 years before this, for it to not push, I think story-wise is where it's probably hurting you,
Yeah.
right?
Dude,
The story wise is awful. The creature design was so lazy, dude.
what?
The creature design, yeah, it was just like some fucking Lovecraft squid looking things. Like compare
it.
that to like the Alien and Alien. There's no
They
comparison.
didn't have budget
man.
for H.R. Geiger to fucking. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, too fucking bad, you know, like
Too fucking bad.
raise a couple more $1 million and like get someone that actually knows how to make like really cool, creative like creature design.
I thought
The
they were scary,
spaceships,
I don't know.
the spaceships look
Spaceships
so
were
generic
ugly.
and cheesy.
The
Yeah,
motherships and
I'll
like
give
the
you that
big
one.
ships I thought were cool, but the smaller ones, especially the sound of them was so bad. It
Yeah.
sounded like someone screaming and it was weird.
Look, dude, look. Here's the thing, man. I really wanted to like this movie. I'll say one positive thing, which is when you know Brent Spiner, Data, whatever who plays the main scientist, right? When he gets
Oh, yeah.
like possessed by the alien.
Oh, the
cool.
I
long-haired
forgot
guy?
about that.
That shit
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
cool.
That conversation, if the whole movie was like that, that would have been fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That was cool. That was badass.
Like they couldn't speak until they were like use their vibrations. from
Yeah,
their
it looked like they were
tentacles
shaping
to-
his neck. Dude, that was cool. I thought that was
Right.
cool.
dude, that's
Yeah.
it was chilling. It's chilling. Like really, it is.
Yeah.
Like you know when he's saying die, you know, like
Yeah.
it's chilling. And then like it's like okay, now you know what they're up against.
Mm-hmm.
But then half of the movie is fucking Harvey Firestein talking about I gotta call my mom, or you know, or you know, Bill
But like,
Pullman.
didn't it add a little bit to just like the mundaneness of life? Like, it's just like this is how life would be if some bullshit popped off like that. Yeah, you gotta call your mom. You gotta find a payphone.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I was also conscious for like 9/11 and like not living too far away from New York at the time, and like I remember that whole deal, like of what it was like, and I don't know, dude. I don't know. Look, man. I mean, I could go into more specifics, but I'll let you guys keep going. And
all right.
I'll let you guys get in. But I'm just saying, for me,
Give me a
like
quick score.
maybe 3 of 10.
Oh,
maybe-
You're
gosh.
insane. Thank
maybe
you.
3
3
of 10.
Maybe 3 of 10, man. I just can't do it. I like Rambo. Or
It's
Rocky
the
4.
same shit, dude.
Rocky 4
Yeah,
way better
okay.
than this 3
of 10. 3 of 10. You wouldn't call your mother in a global catastrophe. We get it. All right.
All right,
I
thank.
mean, my mom's probably dead, dude. I don't know.
What? Jesus Christ. Okay, all right.
I'm not even gonna worry about her. I
Thank
gotta
you,
figure
Alonso,
it out.
for joining
All right.
us.
Okay. Later, guys.
Thank you,
Oh,
thank you.
man.
Love you.
Oh man. Okay. Well,
Wow.
shit. I mean,
That
3 of
doesn't
10.
count.
I don't know if that is that gonna go into the official scoreboard today,
No,
boys?
no.
he
No.
was here and he just spilled his heart for a couple minutes and
It was a celebrity
I don't know,
shot
I
kind
don't-
of thing, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know if
Yeah,
I
celebrity shot.
I,
Phone
I
a
can
friend.
I can see the frustration when you have some of
I don't see it.
no, but like just some of the greatest sci-fi movies come from the era like just previously before this. So
Yeah.
I
And
can
I love
see,
those too.
Yeah, so I don't know. You're just the sci-fi guy, Taryn,
That's true,
and that's why
that's
you're
true.
Bill Nye the Taryn sci-fi guy.
But I wouldn't put this in the same realm
Well,
as
no.
those sci-fi movies. You
But
know?
like,
Yeah,
those
yeah.
being so good doesn't detract from this. It's not it's supposed to be like a genre-defining fucking magnum opus. It's just a fun-ass movie. If you think
Yeah,
it's more than that,
yeah,
then
I get that.
you're gonna hate it.
Yeah.
I get that. I guess I don't know how it was billed when it was being marketed. You know.
Yeah, that trailer. If it was like serious, then that's crazy. Like that would probably
Just the White House blowing up, and
Yeah.
that was it. That's like
Yeah,
that's insane.
that's a cool thing.
But like, what did they expect? Jeff Goldblum?
Will Smith.
Like
He was like a
Jurassic
funny
Park?
guy at that point, right?
Like they all saw Jurassic Park
True.
3 years prior.
But even Jurassic Park was pretty good.
Jurassic Park
is a genre defining.
It's more of a
thing.
quote unquote film than this is, I think. If that even makes sense.
It's like a classic, you know?
Yeah.
It's in the same like world of sci-fi though, like trying to recreate dinosaurs and shit like that.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
there was no point in Jurassic Park where like I don't see how you can watch Jurassic Park, see Jeff Goldblum be such a weird ass fucking person in Jurassic Park and expect him to be like super serious in this other movie called Independence Day. Like Jurassic Park wasn't that serious, right? And Jurassic Park's
Yeah.
good though, right?
Yeah.
It's good.
This is good too. This he says Jurassic Park way
Well,
better.
yeah, of course.
It's pretty quick.
It's one of my highest rated
Yeah.
scores on this show.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get what you're trying to say. I get what
Yeah,
you're trying
I don't
to
even
do.
know if I'm trying to say what.
Kind of rope me into some bullshit here.
No.
I think this is a good
I would
place
never.
to
Is there
Review
wait,
it.
anything? Let me look at my
Yeah.
notes. Let me look at my notes real quick.
Yeah. Any
Um,
more fun facts from Taryn, the sci-fi guy?
These aren't really facts. It's just things I saw.
Darren the sci-fi guy. Boom,
The
boom.
thunder. Oh my gosh.
Tear.
This. Oh my god. The you guys seen the memes of like the guy shooting the sun with his gun or that stupid shit? There was okay. No, there's actually so many funny ass like realistic, satirical things that they were showing on the TV, like on the news and stuff. One of them is like, please do not shoot your firearms at the alien spaceship, like all this stuff.
Yeah.
That there was like a sign that
hilarious.
was like, bring back Elvis. Like it was just people being crazy.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I loved that, dude. That made like the world feel so much more
Mhm.
real because people are dumb and funny.
People would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
They
We
would
don't
just-
want the aliens to think that we're being mean to them, so don't shoot at them.
people. Well, I mean, like the bullets would probably
Oh,
come back
man.
down or something. I don't know. Like people's signs is like, take me away. Like, oh, you're welcome here or whatever. Like it was just good
Yeah.
shit. I don't know. People would react that way. I liked it. I don't know. But other than that, yeah, I don't know. Pretty much it.
Go straight into it, Taryn. You have the floor.
Yeah.
All right.
You
Give
hit
me your
it.
score.
Dude, this movie, I don't know what I was expecting when I saw the runtime. I was like, Jesus Christ. And then I selected the extended version after that.
You're
Jesus
like, let
Christ.
me just fuck my whole weekend up.
This is
My
long,
whole-
but I'd like some more.
Let me just ruin the rest of my day watching this.
The
No,
internet
that's a
said
lot.
it
so
was
not
a little
you.
better. So I was like, yeah.
Okay.
9 minutes. Take a shit in 9 minutes, whatever. Who cares? The stakes in this movie, I'll start off with. I don't think I've seen a movie where the stakes were this high, dude. The amount of death that you see in this movie is wild to me. Like for how fun it is and stuff. Like when they destroy LA and New York and stuff, like millions of people are fucking dead. Like that is fucking crazy to me. It just made my mind go on this crazy journey. Like, oh my god, what happens after this? Like just after the movie ends, like how does the world recover from this, all this stuff? And I thought that was
Yeah.
very interesting and not something that I see a lot. Like even in like fucking Avengers movies and Marvel movies, like if there's like a giant alien fucking invasion, like, oh, we evacuated everyone, it's fine. Like it's just kind of stupid and like I don't like that kind of stuff. But like this, you're watching people get fucking wrecked by this crazy laser beam that goes into the White House.
They mentioned that, right? Like they're
They
like,
did
if we
some.
were-
Yeah,
if we listened earlier, maybe more people would have been saved, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
You
I
just
really
want
like
someone
that.
to call their mom on
Yeah.
screen, huh?
You want someone to not do some interviews so that they stay somewhere longer than they need to and then die or whatever that happened to the first lady. Is that what happened? Does that sound right? I don't know. Anyway,
She lived.
no, she didn't. She's dead.
First lady?
Yeah, she's dead.
Didn't. Oh.
The first lady like got impaled by something and she
Oh,
like
that's
bled
In the
right.
out
hospital.
That's
eventually.
right. That's right.
Yeah, which is kind of cool.
Oh, dude. Okay,
Yeah.
that leads right into the characters in this movie. I actually loved all three of the arcs that were you know, they started at 3 different places and you come together at the end or whatever. But the president going through all this shit and then getting in the plane at the end, fucking amazing, dude. It's so hype. Will Smith's storyline was so good. Actually, there was 4 because I'm thinking Jeff Goldblum and then Uncle Eddie. You know, all this stuff coming together. I think they did it very well. This movie was so fucking fun to watch. I was just really surprised. I don't know. I'm just talking about the fun shit, but I don't know. What did I not like about it? Not really anything. I thought. No, I don't know. There's not really anything that I didn't like about it or hated about it. It wasn't like amazing, but it was like, you know, it was good enough. It was a fun time.
Yeah. Is it gonna go into your collection of movies to watch every year around the same time, perhaps on the 4th of July, maybe the 5th, like today is?
No, I don't rewatch movies very often. But that's what's crazy is every time I was like, oh, have you seen Independence Day? To like, you know, coworkers, friends, whatever. Like, oh yeah, I
Yeah.
used to watch that like every 4th of July. I was like, what the fuck? I've
Yeah.
never seen this movie before this.
Yeah.
And I thought that was
Yeah.
weird. And I love all the
It's-
memes yesterday where it was like, oh my god, I can't believe it's been 25 years since Will Smith saved the world and all this stuff. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought this movie rules. It ruled. It's very fun. It's very exciting. I don't know. It's just good cheesy. Just, you know, you pour the hot cheese all over you. It's just fun. Cheesy fucking mess. And I guess I'll give it like a solid 8. It's not amazing, but it's fun as fuck.
Sure.
8 out of 10.
We've got a 8 out of
Okay.
10.
Higher than I thought I would give it initially. This conversation was very
Yeah.
fun.
Was. Would you like to go next, Jay, or I can go?
Whatever you want, dude. I'm happy to go. I'm happy to have you go.
Go, my friend.
Okay. Yeah, I think the movie was super fun. It was not like it's not like a staple of sci-fi films, but it holds its ground.
Now that
It
I think
holds
about
its
it.
ground in a certain area of it, right?
Yeah.
Because you gotta think, right? Sci-fi was not really like that big until the heavy hitters came out with like Star Wars and Star Trek and shit like that. But like
Yeah.
it does hold a place in people's hearts, I guess. So, like Terrence said, his coworkers watch it every Independence Day. Like I think my uncle did that. Like that was just, something that you do.
Right.
Not something I ever did, but I understand it. I don't think I'm gonna like begin the tradition of watching it, but like I enjoyed. I'll be honest. I thought it was gonna be a drag because I just watched 1917. I had watched a bunch of other really cool movies this week. I was off for like a lot of the week, and I spent my time watching movies. And this one was like, I was like, oh fuck, I forgot. I need to watch it. I was kind of dreading it, and then it kind of kicked in, and I was like, okay, no, I shouldn't have thought that towards this movie because it actually was enjoyable. And not a drag, which is that doesn't sound like a resounding review or whatever, but like
It wasn't a drag.
it wasn't a drag, but it was pretty good. There was some things that they definitely took from things like Star Wars. I felt like some of the music sounded like Star Wars, so I looked up the composer, this guy named David Arnold, who's done basically every Bond movie since
The Craig
Tomorrow
ones.
Never Dies.
Oh, that's even farther. Wow.
Yeah, so, which is interesting, but has also done a lot of other movies in between those. Did Hot Fuzz, did
Fast and the Furious.
Too Fast, Too Furious, yeah, did Zoolander, did
Shit.
some other shit,
Oh my god. What the
Godzilla,
fuck was I gonna say?
1998.
Oh my god.
the same director, Godzilla.
Oh,
But yeah,
you said the music sounded like Star Wars. The fucking stupid ass
Yeah.
ships kind of sounded like TIE fighters, but like
Right.
shitty versions of them. I don't know.
When you said
Hated
people
it.
yelling, I was like, that just sounds like TIE Fighters. It's like the Walmart version of TIE
Yeah.
Fighters.
The great
But-
value.
Yeah, exactly. But there was a lot of things that I understand are just like cheesy blockbuster things, and I'll give them a pass. and it was fine. And like Will Smith was cool, and they're playing off of the success of like Jeff Goldblum and Bill Pullman and all this stuff to make like what essentially is maybe it's not a genre defining blockbuster, but it might be like a generation defining blockbuster, right? And so, it's hard to knock a thing like that, but I won't like for me, and I don't rate movies fairly. I guess I'll say like this is not like a good movie or like a proper film or whatever you want to call it.
Oh
But for me, it
yes.
was fun. It was fun,
Yeah.
and it wasn't a drag, like I said. So I can't go as high as Taryn did. I think this for me is like a 6.5, 6.5
Okay.
out of 10.
6.5
Really?
It's also
out of
not
J.
the fucking slog that Alonzo makes it out to be.
Yeah.
I'll fight
No,
against that.
nowhere near the threes. Okay, so we got a 6.5. Wow, I thought you were gonna go a little higher. Not that low. I mean, how much higher can it get? But yeah, I do have just some problems with the movie. It was fun to watch, but it was a drag at some points for me. Even there was even points where I paused the movie and I was like, "This is like we're climaxing, right? We're about to.
You're
Oh yeah, we're about
35
to."
minutes in.
I was like 20 minutes in. I was like, Will Smith's on screen. We're almost done with the movie. No. But like there was moments where I was just like trying to think what else could we do? And then we got some like dog fighting scenes at the climax of the movie which were like they were cool, but like it felt like you almost like lost all the hype. I mean, it was like a montage of like all these nations coming together, but I still felt like it was a little propaganda-y, although Taron didn't feel that way. America always has to come out on top in all these movies, even though this movie was directed by a German guy. But yeah, I don't know. I was just like, okay, America always has to do this. Why couldn't it be somebody else? But it is Independence Day, so whatever. But other than that, I don't know. The characters and their little side stories, I just wanted more alien shit. Because at first I was in Jay's area where I was like, okay, we're not even gonna see the aliens. Like something's gonna happen when I thought that they were gonna hack into the spaceships, like it was just gonna fry them or something. I don't know. I was expecting something like that. I was expecting a little bit more aliens, but I guess we got way more aliens than we thought initially. But once they showed them, I was like, okay, give me more. But instead, we got just kind of like, I don't know, this love between the president and his other side chick, and his wife just fucking died, but he still loves his side chick who loves Jeff Goldblum, who just got saved by Will Smith's wife, and we're all here together, and it's just, it's like this perfect little
Dude,
connection world.
we didn't talk about that part of it. It's so funny. The
Which
dad
one?
is like, it's not good for your health. He's talking about the
Yeah.
cigar, but I thought he was talking about his ex-wife just all of a sudden being in love with him. I was like, that's probably not good either.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Damn.
But like, yeah, I don't know. I really really enjoyed most of the effects in this movie. I thought they aged pretty well. Just kind of mind-blowing, $75 million. What they did with it, blowing up miniature White House was probably the coolest shit I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
Like that was fucking so cool. And you guys are right. It was a fun movie. I'm not gonna go as low as Jay, but I'll just give it a solid 7.
Swimming in sevens, baby.
So we got a
Okay.
7. That gives us a collective 7.1.
Not
Ooh.
bad, baby.
Right
Yeah,
along
that's
with
fair.
IMBD's 7. So
Makes
we're
sense.
we're we're getting
Hit the
good at
mark.
this. We're like we're agreeing with what everyone else thinks about this movie. And it doesn't matter what we think about this movie. It matters what you think about this movie. Hit us up on all of our socials. You can find those at filmfumblers.com. Let us know what you thought about this movie. Join us next week. I don't know what day. Who knows? No one knows. But we're going to be watching Space Jam. So come on and jam, and welcome to the slam. I mixed that up, but it's all good.
Yes.
7 out of 10 for us. Independence Day. That's a wrap. Stay tuned to the after show. Cheers. I'm out of my beer, but
Cheers,
right
brother.
back.
Cheers. Out of
Cheers.
mine. Filmfumblers.com. Cheers.